It was a beautiful Labor Day weekend in downtown Topeka for the first, hopefully annual, Touch-A-Truck event. Kids from ages 1 to 101 all had a great time exploring the trucks that keep our world ticking.
Touch-A-Truck is just an opportunity over Labor Day weekend to bring kids down to learn about the construction industry and the people that build our cities and serve our cities, and then just an opportunity to get up close to vehicles that you typically don't get to see or get up close next to. Climb in the cabs, climb in the buckets of the bucket trucks here. It's just a fun thing for kids to do, and it gets people downtown, gets them to, maybe they've never been downtown, and this is a good opportunity, a good free event to come down and spend the afternoon.
Well, Touch-A-Truck is a brand new event for downtown. Next year we're going to have a redevelopment project starting. Things are going to be torn up for a couple years, and we just want people to get used to the fact that there will be trucks and cranes and all kinds of vehicles downtown, but it represents progress, and so we want people to get used to it, to have a chance to touch them, get on them, play around them, and just have a fun time in downtown. We actually started talking about this at the first of the year, and of course anything this big takes a lot of time and effort, and so it's been months in the making. There's been a Labor Day parade downtown for years, and the organizers of that parade weren't able to do it this year. So this kind of takes the place of that. It brings a lot of people that do great things and work hard for a living to showcase what they do and some of the vehicles they work with in downtown, so people can still enjoy a great Labor Day weekend.
I work for an architecture firm, so I work with a lot of the contractors. It's finding out who has the equipment and who's willing to bring it down, and kind of put out a call to see who's interested. And we had, for the first year, had an overwhelming response of vendors or contractors and other people that wanted to bring their equipment down and show it off. I talked to one guy, he said he was up till 12:30 polishing the fenders on his semi last night to really show it off. You see a lot of smiles on their faces because they don't get this opportunity. They show up to the job site and they've got a job to do. They don't typically get to show up and show off their equipment. So it's an opportunity to showcase what they do, the work that they do, and then get kids interested in those trades and those professions.
They're able to crawl on these trucks, and one of the great things is they get to honk the horns and do a lot of things that they normally couldn't do. So in spite of the fact that it's kind of noisy in the background, the kids are loving it because they're making noise, something they probably have always wanted to do. Did a great job in reaching out to construction companies, the city, and other entities that have big trucks, and everybody wanted to be a part of this. We even have a big sand pile right in the middle of Kansas Avenue for the kids to dig in and to crawl on and just have a great time.
Changes are coming to downtown Topeka, and if it means that we'll see more spectacular community events like Touch-A-Truck start to rear their heads, then you can totally count us in.
Right now, design work's going on, so you won't see any construction happening until next spring. But when that happens, the east side of Kansas Avenue will start with the infrastructure, new water lines, gas, electricity, and then in 2015, the west side will be the area that everybody works on for the infrastructure. The private sector has committed to raise $1.8 million to do the enhancements above streetscape that the city can't afford to do after they're paying for the infrastructure. So we promised $1.8 million. We've already raised about $1.65 million. We're confident we'll reach that goal, so we're extending ours to $2.2 million so that we can have even greater things to enhance the downtown.
Obviously, in the coming years, we're going to see construction equipment downtown, and it's going to start to become the norm for a little while as we rebuild Kansas Avenue and the surrounding streets. So as a sidebar, yeah, this was as kind of a way to kind of a soft opening for construction downtown. And we'd like to make this, I'd like to see this become an annual event over the Labor Day weekend so that it can be and start to draw people from outside of Topeka into knowing that the Touch-A-Truck event in Topeka is pretty awesome over Labor Day weekend.
Building strong and steady in downtown Topeka, a place for the community to gather. Together, we're certainly getting there.